Hi, everybody. Welcome to Harding Football with Paul Simmons, and what a great scene down on the field. Coach, what was the feeling down there after a homecoming win, back-to-back shutouts for the Bisons? First time that's happened since 1965, and 5 straight victories. That had to be quite a huddle down there.
Yeah, I tell you what, it really is starting to get pretty fun. And Saturday was a big day for us. I've said before how much it means to me. For the old Bison brotherhood to feel like we're doing a good job, and so many guys that I played with that I haven't seen, and some of them 25 years were there, and it's always, we always want to give a great effort, but it just feels like there's a little something different when so many guys are there that you love, that you care about, that their opinion means a lot to you. And so I'm always proud of our young men, but I was really, really proud of them Saturday. To be 0-3 and to win 5 in a row, and really to win the last few how we have in kind of dominant fashion, it's a great statement about the character of our young men. It's pretty neat. So we got to keep it going.
And to win 5 straight during that span, you've outscored your opponents on points off turnovers, 70-0.
Well, some people have asked me, what's the deal? Why did we lose 3 in a row? And then, part of that is in our first 3 games, we gave away the ball 5 times, and then the next 4 games we gave away 1 time. And so, obviously, turnovers is such a crucial deal in winning and losing, and the margin of between winning and losing really is tiny. And the game Saturday ended up being a blowout, but there were a few plays that could have gone either way and really changed the ball game. The play where we scoop and score on the 2-yard line. Well, if they punch that ball in, that's a 14-point swing right there. And it's all about taking the ball away. And, for whatever reason, the last few weeks we've taken the ball away, we've batted the ball down. We just have playmakers who are making plays, and it's exciting for sure.
The Bisons are red hot. They've won 5 straight, and 42-0, the victory on Saturday, on homecoming Saturday, against Southwestern Oklahoma. We'll come back and we'll look at the first half highlights right after this.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be with the high purpose to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all. We approach this problem of re-employment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Welcome back to Harding Football with Paul Simmons. The Bisons a 42-0 victory on Saturday afternoon as we get ready to look at first half highlights. And Harding would get the football first as Southwestern Oklahoma. They won the toss, and they wanted the win. It was a breezy Saturday afternoon, and we'll see the Bisons right here with Grant Kimberlin on the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, got off to a good start, and boy, I was hoping to go down and drive. And for whatever reason, our offense, they didn't have their best day. A lot of what we call unforced errors, and Not sure why, but we got to get that cleaned up.
Big play here early, Coach.
You know what's funny is on Thursday I said to Coach Tribble, Coach Tribble, we never pin teams deep. We just can't do it. I don't know what the deal is. And so we pin them on the 1 yard line, which obviously leads to this giant sack by T.J. Winslow. Fantastic play, so athletic, and really created the momentum right there, and it just kept rolling at that point.
So 2-0 Bisons. You get the free kick, and now get the football. Very good field position at midfield.
Yeah, again, and we get stopped and get them pinned back deep again, and then Devin Comer. Devin Comer, boy, he's really come alive for us recently, and forced a punt in the end zone. So for the first time in my life, I've been part of a game that was 4-0.
Yeah, we wound up 42-0, a conventional score, but it sure didn't start out that way.
Yeah, such a unique situation. The whole game seemed bizarre, really. Very fortunate here to recover this fumble. That was the low light of the day, is putting the ball on the ground 3 times, and that you can't keep winning if you do that.
So Southwestern Oklahoma, after the turnover here, they have great field position.
Gets the ball on the 25-yard line. There's a stat that I'm probably the most proud of, is that they were in the red zone 3 times and they got 0 points, and that's hard to do. It really is.
Of course, Weddle right there.
Yeah, tremendous takeaway right here by Sam, and then Dre picks it up, and well, what an amazing, look at the escort guys in front and hustling and working, and just a fantastic play by Sam, by Dre, and that's what I was saying. That really is a 14-point swing. They score, they go up 7-4, instead it's 11-0, and that was a morale killer for sure.
Yeah, 11-0 at this point, and we're still in the first quarter. Southwestern Oklahoma now with the football back. J.R. Omiji, an outstanding receiver for Southwestern Oklahoma.
Boy, he's tough. He was tough last year. He was hard to handle. That was a bust by me. You can blame that one on me. That was a poor call, and let that guy scramble right there for the first down. I'm still mad about that.
Move to the second quarter. Bison's up 11-0.
Got a little something going here. Terrence played well again. We had some misreads, but again had a real solid game. Well, this guy's really coming out of his. He's a freshman that gets better and better every week. He's got an exciting future, and his parents got to be here from Florida to see him play Saturday. It was a good day to come. He was the guy that we picked as our offensive player of the game.
Yeah, Tristan Tucker, 2 really big runs right there, and then the touchdown.
Yeah, and he blocked great too. Really did dynamite.
So the Bisons, after that touchdown, now up 18-0.
Yeah, we got the momentum going our way, and our D-line really started feeling it, and kind of felt like they couldn't block us. And when that happens, it always gets fun. We ended up having 6 sacks, which is a giant day, and a lot of fun. Grant with a great first down right there. Great footwork. Terrence running tough. I'm really pleased with Terrence's durability this year. I was worried about that going into the season. Big sack right there, 3 or 4 guys involved with that sack, Danny Harry and T.J. Winslow, and Shedrick picks the ball up. And really good.
Very opportunistic now down here in the red zone with Terrence Dingle with a touchdown.
Yeah.
So the Bisons up 25-0, and again, the defense set another score up right there.
Yeah, takeaways is, it's such a huge deal.
6 takeaways on the day for the Bisons to outscore Southwestern Oklahoma 21-0 off turnovers.
Yeah, I'll take that if we keep doing that. Our coverage has been great on kickoffs, but it was not very good Saturday. Number 5 was really talented, but we got to clean that up some. Number 8 again, he's tough. He was tough last year. Great pick right here by Ja'Cory Nichols in the back of the end zone. Great catch. Well, really good play. That guy's, he had to step in and start ever since week 2, and we hadn't missed a beat. He's been great.
And for the second week in a row, you have all the momentum going into the halftime locker room. Go back to that punt, though, from Tristan Parsley that started the game. That really, I felt like, got the football team off to the good start. The punt was down by Dre Smith inside the 1, and that forced the first sack.
Yeah,
First safety.
You know, the difference in that ball being on the 1 and going out of bounds, they're on the 25-yard line. They have the playbook gets a lot bigger. You put on the 1-yard line, they're just trying to survive right there. And so, that leading to the sack, those guys were coming in looking for something positive, and that was not a positive way to start. And so great kick by Tristan, but also a great job by Dre keeping that ball in bounds. And, you need to have your playmakers make plays, and they did. Now I'm proud of them, boy.
So the Bisons up 25-0 at halftime at this point. And, of course, it was homecoming Saturday. Bailey Hedden of the Harding Sports Network, and she has a package right here featuring the Harding Homecoming Queen.
I'm here with the 2017 Homecoming Queen, Madison Vanderheiden. So, can you tell me how excited you are about being crowned queen?
I am. This was so sweet, and I just had no idea, and it just made my day. So I'm very thankful for everyone who voted for me and just thought of me. So.
And what club or organization are you representing?
Pi Theta Phi.
Okay, and being a senior, how has Harding impacted you?
It has really grown my spiritual life in ways that I can't even describe. Being constantly around good influences, professors that care about me, care about my grades, care about my learning, and not only that, but my faith as well. So I'm just constantly pushed.
And Dad, how do you feel about her being crowned homecoming queen?
Oh, incredibly proud. Incredibly proud. I don't know what more to say than that.
Thank you. I'm Bailey Hedden for the Harding Sports Network. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Bailey, for that package. And boy, the homecoming queen, you have to see the homecoming queen crowned, and the Bison fans at halftime after the crowning, very happy with that 25-0 advantage. And Coach, just a great all-around Saturday afternoon for homecoming for Harding, which is very special always at Harding.
It was an awesome day. Awesome tailgate party. Just so much positive going on right now. And like I said, some of my teammates that I haven't seen in forever, some great Bisons were here. Kim Thompson, who holds the all-time sack record here for us, hasn't been back since he left. He's a college coach right now, and some other guys like that were just awesome to see. And when you hear those old guys brag on your guys, and man, coach, your kids are playing hard and they're representing Harding the right way, and your kids are showing class. And boy, it makes you feel good. Makes you proud of your young men, and I already was, but that helps.
So at halftime again, the Bisons up 25-0 here on Harding Football with Paul Simmons. We'll come back and look at second half highlights right after this.
Sir, could you step over here, please? Is there anything you want to tell me?
Like what?
Like maybe you're out to protect the environment?
Give scholarships to kids, fight blindness, help the elderly, feed the hungry, stuff like that.
Well, I only asked because you got a little lion in you.
See? Right there. Right next to whatever that other thing is.
Back on this week's edition of Harding Football with Paul Simmons. Bisons up 25-0 at halftime of our homecoming game on Saturday over Southwestern Oklahoma, as we look at third quarter highlights, and Southwestern Oklahoma would get the football. And Cameron Scott, Coach, he's doing a very good job handling the kickoff duties for your football team.
Yeah, he's doing real well. I'm proud of him. He's waited quite a while to get his chance, and he is consistently putting the ball either in the end zone or right on the goal line, and a lot of hang time, and so doing a really good job with that. Had a bust right there in one of our twists. TJ didn't get that done, and these couple of runs here are disappointing. It shouldn't have happened. We'll get that fixed though.
Bisons will get the football back without giving up any points, obviously. Cole Chancey there. 13-yard run. And here goes Grant Kimberlin again, I think.
Showing that speed.
Grant Kimberlin got the Bisons down there in a position for a field goal try, and
well, he knocked it through solid now. I think he's maybe 9 of 11 on the year.
Yes, he is.
And 100% on PATs, and just having a great senior season. I think he averaged 41 yards per punt and put 3 inside the 20-yard line. So he had a great night for us. Really proud of him.
Bison's up 28-0 after that 40-yard field goal by Tristan Parsley, and another turnover.
Yeah, there's a pick, but that pick's 100% caused by the pressure. That guy was under pressure, and he was getting hit, and he knew it and didn't like it. I think he was ready to go home about halftime.
Frank Herbert came up with that interception a few moments ago.
Which then frustrating to give the ball back to him right here. There's a corner blitz, which we don't do very often, but Beyonce and Tyler Thomas. Tyler Thomas getting his first piece of a sack right there, and then the whole D-line got a sack right there together. Just said we'll all meet back there at the quarterback.
Move into the fourth
We
quarter.
like that.
Bisons with a 28-0 advantage, forcing another punt right here from southwestern Oklahoma.
Frank does a great job right here making 3 or 4 guys miss. I thought he was going to break it long. He gets out of there, but too many hats.
19-yard return there from Frank Herbert, and here goes Tristan Tucker again.
Boy, yeah, that was a tough pitch to handle. He handled it great. Proud of him. If you notice right there, we actually had 4 men on the right side. That's kind of a new look for us. We were guard, tackle, tight end, and something that we're experimenting with. We kind of like.
Terrence Dingle's second rushing touchdown of the afternoon. And the special teams coverage was very good on Saturday as well.
It was pretty good.
Looked good from upstairs, Coach.
Yeah, we got to get better at kickoff coverage. We've been really good, but Saturday we give it more than we're used to. It was really exciting to get some guys that haven't had a chance to play in the ball game, and we got some Bisons that are loyal, and don't get to play enough.
Here's an exciting play, Coach.
Yeah, Brandon Bryce, taking the ball 99 yards. He looked fast, didn't he? He's all by himself. Proud of Brandon. He played real well. He had a really solid game. That's obviously a kind of a once-in-a-lifetime play right there for Brandon. Really proud of him.
Yeah, officially, like you said, 99 yards on the pick six, and that puts the Bison score at 42-0. Another deep kick.
Yeah, I probably exhaled right about now, being up by 42. I thought we had a pretty good chance of winning at that point. Defense still playing hard. A lot of guys in there playing for the first time this year. Sean Bowens, Taylor Mason, some guys in there getting after it, having a great time, and thrilled to see them. Logan Buchanan in there with a big tackle. Boy, this was a great play. Bad snap, pulled it down, made a miss, and then snapped it, punted it 40 yards, and we got the ball back. That's kind of the way the day went.
Yeah, another takeaway right there. Christian Witt with a takeaway for the Bisons, and Harding wins it 42-0, the final score, and superlatives to look at. We mentioned it in the opening, Coach, but how proud is this defense of the fact back-to-back shutouts hasn't happened at Harding since 1965? That's quite an accomplishment. Well,
I tell you, these guys, they always they feel like they're in the shadow of last year's defense, because last year's defense was so unbelievable, and so now they have something that they can say that last year's guys couldn't say, and they're proud of that. And like I said, it's not like we did that to 2 bottom dwellers. I mean, Northwest is super talented on offense. These guys have got a lot of talented guys, and so that's 2 really quality shutouts, and the confidence is through the roof right now, and we're kind of like, let's get on the bus tomorrow and go play again. We just want to keep it rolling as much as we can.
Sam Blankenship, another solid day. 12 tackles for him on Saturday. 7 unassisted tackles. He was the Great American Conference Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, I think Sam is maybe 4 or 5 in the league in total tackles, but Sam, you know, he's been kind of the heart and soul for us. I mean, he's been a rock for us. He's played almost every down. He has been a warrior, and really all the things that we talk about as far as commitment, film study, leadership, coming to work, knowing your job. You know, he has been fantastic. I am over the top proud of Sam.
And speaking of Sam Blankenship, we're going to hear from him right now, along with T.J. Winslow, as Abby Loring with the Harding Sports Network caught up with both of them after the game.
It was an exciting homecoming Saturday when Harding won in a shutout 42-0 against Southwestern Oklahoma. We had a chance to talk with some of the players after the game to hear their thoughts.
TJ, the game started off their first possession with you forcing a safety on a sack in the end zone. Just take us back through that play.
Well, what they did was they had the whole O-line slide away from me, and then they had the back come pick me up, which, I mean, obviously wasn't a great plan, and he just didn't block me, so I went and got the safety. The D-line doesn't ever talk about that. We never say bat the pass down. We just kind of started doing it because we have tall guys, and this week Coach Simmons told us, you know, the first play of the game, for them last week, the ball was batted down, and he throws them low, so just get your hands up, you might get one. I mean, I even got one, and I was locked up. I just put my hands up. He threw it right at me. So
we love homecoming, just getting all the fans out, all the old Bisons coming by and getting to see them. They're all, every single one, like, man, we love you guys. We cheer for you guys. This is the first time I've gotten to be back in 60 years or something like that. But so like that's just a ton of fun. Just get to be a part of like the bigger brotherhood. That's one of the things we said. Like we're playing for our brotherhood, but we're playing for the bigger brotherhood of like everybody that gets to be back and watch us this time. We want to make them proud. We always talk a lot about takeaways. We want to take the ball away, and I mean we did that today. So that's a big focus of ours, and I think those guys, it's just guys making plays. And then, I mean, we're very unselfish. When a guy gets the ball, you see like 10 guys going blocking for him. And that's why I think one of the big reasons we always take them back to the house is just because everybody's looking to get a block to let them score.
The Harding Bisons will take on Southeastern Oklahoma next Saturday in Durant, Oklahoma. For the Harding Sports Network, I'm Abby Loring. Back to you, Billy.
Thank you, Abby Loring with the Harding Sports Network, and of course Scott Good also a part of that package. But you talked about Sam Blankenship, and I know you're proud of him, but T.J. Winslow, Coach, he was in on that interview right there as well, and I know you're super proud of the season he's having.
I am, and you know the things that people don't see about him is he has been one of our very best leaders on the practice field. His attitude has been fantastic. He has played with great effort. He's a great pursuit guy, which is all about character. And he is making plays, and yeah, no, I'm really proud of him, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you he's going to have a big game Saturday.
All right,
I'm going to call it right here.
All right, Bisons will need that going to Southeastern Oklahoma coming up on Saturday. We'll talk with Coach more about that game that's coming up this week on the road in Durant, Oklahoma, and we'll also get a question from a fan for Coach as Harding football with Paul Simmons continues after this.
You know, I used to think Lions Club was all about just meetings and eye tests and that sort of thing. This demonstrates that you guys are big and you're out there, you're willing to help, and we just really appreciate it big time.
It's really sad, but we have to help. It's our goal.
We are often first to respond.
食料、水、医療、そして避難所を提供し。
重建这房屋、学校跟其他的建筑物。
Somos sus vecinos.
We're Lions.
Back on Harding football with Paul Simmons. Of course, homecoming is special for every university, but we always feel like it's even more special. Obviously, here at Harding, Bailey Heading with the Harding Sports Network had a chance to catch up with some old Bisons and some new Bisons as well. We'll pitch right now for this package with Bailey Heading.
Having been former players here at Harding, what does the Walker brothers mean to you?
So I've seen it a couple of times. I've always been impressed with how the rest of the student body comes out and supports the football Bisons, which kind of started growing when I was here back in the late 2000s. But under I think Coach Huck and now with Coach Simmons, the student body's really done a great job of coming out and supporting us.
Like everything else, Harding has such a rich tradition. This is about tradition, it's about camaraderie, it's about looking back. For me, it was 40 years ago, but it's good to be a part of this history. I just love everything about Harding.
I like it because it gives everyone a chance to see us, whenever we come through, and gives us a chance to, high five everyone, let them know we're not just a team like the D1 schools that just, I think it's all fans just coming to watch us, but we can actually get involved with them and, give them high fives and stuff, and it's really awesome.
How do you feel about the Walker brothers here at Harding?
Well, this is my first time to be back to do this. And I played back on the first football team that Harding had, and for a few years. And this is my first time to do the Walker brothers, and I'm excited about walking with these guys, and particularly other guys with gray hair. I'm looking forward to that.
I think it's awesome. Those guys, those are the ones that started the whole the culture of the brotherhood, and the whole Walker brothers, and I think it's really cool to be able to be out there with them. It's really special.
We preach the culture that we've built. And all those guys, the old Bisons, they had a big deal with it, so they were special in that formation of our culture. So it's awesome to be able to interact with them and kind of hear their stories of when they played and them interacting with us. It's a fun environment for sure.
The first time I've been back to do this, and it's something they didn't have when I was back here in '84, '85. I think this is a fantastic event to do, and to walk with the boys again. It's pretty nice.
Harding, it's all about brotherhood and how much we love each other, and it's just a difference in like programs and like what we think is important compared to what others are. Guys, we interact with people, and other guys have their headphones on and walking through. So I really think that's special about Harding.
Okay, and then how do you feel about the old Bisons coming back and walking with you guys?
Oh, we love it. We love it. That's what makes Harding special too, is how involved the old Bisons are. Coming back, they love us. They spoil us. They are always writing us letters. Telling them how much they're proud of us. So it's a big deal. We want to love on them, make them know that we care, and we love that they care about us. So.
Thanks, Bailey. I tell you, Coach, that's a great opportunity for the current players to be around old Bisons like that on homecoming weekend, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I want our guys to understand some of the history and just how many people really have paved the way for what we have right now. What we have right now is unbelievable. The facilities, really all of the things that are currently Harding football are unbelievable, and we all know that it hasn't been that way, and especially with the facilities. But the love, the brotherhood, it's always been there. But I love for our guys to get to spend time and talk to guys that were there a few years ago when things weren't quite so easy for us.
All right, the questions just get better each week for Coach, and I'm very interested to hear his answer for this week's question. And now we'll send it back to Bailey Hedden, and here is this week's question from a fan for Coach.
I'm here with senior cheer captain Belle Blickenstaff with this week's question for Coach Simmons.
Coach Simmons, what kind of conversations do you have with the officials on the sidelines?
I'm Bailey Hedden with the Harding Sports Network. Back to you in the studio.
See, Coach, I don't ask you tough questions like that. I want to know, what kind of conversations do you have with the officials on the sidelines?
Well, I've always been of the thought process that you're gonna attract more flies with honey than vinegar, and so I try to kind of keep a light commentary and keep those guys smiling and laughing, and if I have to fuss and complain a little bit, I'm not afraid to, but I try really hard to get those guys on my side, and because it's just human nature. I mean, so many calls that are made can go either way, and I feel like if I'm over there riding those guys all the time and complaining, and they kind of just get tired of it and shut it off, or even worse, might have one go against you because they're tired of hearing you barking at them. So. I try to make them laugh and smile a little bit, and see what their favorite thing is, whether it's fishing or duck hunting or donuts or whatever I can get in their corner with, I'm willing to do it.
And to continue with that, Coach, there is a lot of respect that goes in between the officials and the coaches because you know that they're working hard and they know how much work that you've put in each team preparing for that particular football game.
Well, that's for sure. You know, they have a really difficult job, and that's the message I try to let them know at the beginning of the game. I say, guys, you know, you're not going to hear me over here yelling at you and complaining because I know that your job is really, really hard to do. And the nature of your job is nobody's happy with what you do, and so we're not going to do that, you know. And you know, if my guys on the sideline decide they don't like a call and want to complain about it, you know, we don't do that. We're not. That's not your role, guys. You know, if there's a bad problem, I'll deal with it. But you know, we want those guys to leave the field and say that was the most classy sideline we've seen all year. And you know, we don't always achieve that, but that's a big time goal for us. I don't feel like it honors God for me to get over there and complain and whine and be negative the whole time. And you know, you always have to think about what kind of message you're sending to your young men and the people in the stands. You know, and so you know, we want to treat them the right way.
And now to Southeastern Oklahoma on Saturday. This is a very good football team. We cross over and go over to Durant and play a 2 o'clock game on Saturday.
We do. Big challenge. We're looking forward to it. Southeastern's a very talented team, a lot of speed. You know, that place has been tough to play for us. I like going over there, and I just realized why, because they're another place where the locker room is right by the field. And so I don't know why. I just
right underneath the stands.
That's right. I like that short walk, and we've had good experiences there. Actually, probably the best game that I ever played in my life, I played on that field, and so a lot of good memories there. But we will have to play very, very well to have a chance to win that football game. But I can tell you that. I don't know what the rest of the conference expects, but I know what the guys in our locker room expect. They expect to go over and win that football game, and you know, so do I.
All right, Coach, great to be with you. Looking back at the highlights, we wish you the best on Saturday over at Durant against Southeastern Oklahoma.
Thank you, Billy.
So again, the Bisons will play Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock. We'll have the radio broadcast on the Harding Sports Network from Durant, Oklahoma. We'll see you next time.